What's up everyone? So today we're experimenting with the Durian, which is a new food that they added into the game recently, as we are about to face Rev GT, I believe, in the first round of this video. But anyway, the Durian is a perk that is on tier 5, exclusive to golden and custom packs, and its ability is basically the same as the skunk. It reduces the max HP of the most healthy enemy unit by 33%. So ideally I think you want to be using it with either snipes or summons, but today we're going to be trying to actually do both. So now we're going to have a falcon, which is going to take out some of the enemy units, and we're also going to have a seagull with the Durian, so all of the summoned enemy units from the falcon are going to get the Durian and in turn reduce the HP of the enemies even further. So hopefully, if it all works out, we're going to have a setup such that the summons from the falcon take out the most healthy enemy units, and if there are any survivors, the falcon can take them out and respawn, and we reget the Durian, and so on and so forth. Additionally, we can add some snipes to the team, like a snake, a cobra, something like that. Like I think Grounded recently put out a video doing a very similar combo, but with a beluga plus slug, and he was using the snake to make that sniping work. I think for my purposes, because I'm going to be scaling a little bit more than he is, I'm actually going to be using the cobra instead, because cobra is basically a better snake if you manage to scale it up. For now though, we're just trying to survive. We're starting off pretty good with a weasel. I think weasel is one of the better units that you can take into the late game. A lot of gold provided, and a lot of gold means a lot of freedom to do a lot more of stuff later on in the game. And for that reason we're starting it up currently. We're also building up a frog as well, which can be useful, especially if we manage to get the giraffe up to level 2 and start scaling up a second unit. Then we can frog swap onto something else. I think here we will receive the buff onto the giraffe. Let's level as well. A lot of the units that I was looking for are on tier 4, so I didn't mind leveling up on turn 6. Like we want the falcon, we want the seagull, obviously. There is also the skunk in this pack, which I would not mind taking, even though we have a lot of skunk-like effects on the team already into the Durians. But whatever the case, we leveled up into a turtle there, which is going to be good enough to get us a draw, I believe. Yeah, just barely we draw there. But whatever the case, we preserve a lot of hearts, and that's going to be very important for this run in particular. We level up into a husky and zebra. I think I'm going to buy sell the zebra here actually. Husky is not the best with this team because we are going to be putting a lot of perks on the seagull and the other friendly units, so we don't really want the husky. So yeah, let's look for something nice that we can put on the team, like a seagull or a falcon. That's my main objective right now. And we do actually find a seagull right here, which is pretty nice. I would have preferred to have found a falcon, because it's more important for the falcon to have big stats, but unfortunately we'll have to frog swap onto the seagull right here. It's not bad for the seagull to have a lot of HP actually, because it's kind of prevention of getting sniped, which is pretty good to have. Let's take a look if we win here. We probably will. Yeah, we have a lot of stats actually. And even though they have a melon, it didn't happen to stop us, which is super nice to see. We take the falcon there. A lot of the stuff that we're including in the team has been getting the buff from the lobster, which is super nice. It's giving us a pretty nice head start. And we transfer a lot of gold for the next turn, so we'll have a ton of pivoting potential. I think we transferred 6, and from the weasel fainting we'll get another 2, so we will be at 18. Actually 21, we bought one more avocado than I counted, so that's super nice to see. We probably take an alpaca here because we're going to need a lot of levels. And we're looking for falcons, we're looking for seagulls. We find the weasel though, which I did consider taking for a second, and I think I will take, but not for the reason that you might think. I was more so looking for a level up, because we are looking for a lot of good tier 6s, and we do get a falcon level up here, resulting in a bird of paradise, which is super nice to see. We're getting to scale early on in the game, and as I said, we don't really want to use a husky. We want to scale up all of the team as well, so we can't really use a monkey either, so I think our best option is the bird of paradise in this case. So yeah, if we manage to level it up to level 2 by the end of the turn, it's going to be super nice, and we actually will right away. We get a chocolate plus a crow in the shop, so that means level 2 bird of paradise, even though I think it's going to trigger once before we manage to level it up. No matter though, we even found the Durian in the shop to put on the seagull, and the bird of paradise currently is buffing 3 very good units for the team, which is super nice to see. We get even a level up onto the seagull. Unfortunately, not very useful level ups. I had a cat in the pack as well, hoping to scale with it, but that didn't happen obviously. Here we barely lose to once again Ref running his very meta team, but this time featuring a rhino, so I respect it. We stole a weasel off of him too, so that's a pretty nice bonus. We find a cobra here, we even get to put a Durian on it because of the seagull. And yeah, I guess all that's left to do is level up all of the team. I think most important level ups right now are the cobra, the bird of paradise and the seagull. But you can see this build is really not that good. Most of the time the Durian isn't really doing all that much, which is sad to say, but it's just the reality of it. I tried a lot of times doing this with not as many stats, but rather more so summons and more Durians, but that unfortunately did not work out. A very weak team here from the opponent. We actually don't even get to use a single Durian because of it, which is kinda sad. But yeah, for the front 2 units we'll put on some melon, because I think it's very important for them to survive. We'll get plenty of Durians during the fight, so we don't really need to worry about putting Durian on every single unit in the team. And it's very important for the falcon to survive multiple hits, so it can take out multiple units and summon multiple units of its own. I think here we will win actually, and I think we might see the Durian in action, yeah. We even get to see a pretty nice interaction of the falcon stealing a turtle, and the turtle is summoning the melon for the falcon, which is super nice to see. We put a melon on the bird of paradise as well. Not that it's going to use it very nicely, but it can prevent a snipe, and I would like to see it survive around and claim the victory for us. Here actually we see a very funny interaction. The opponent is doing something pretty similar, but they have Peanut instead of the Durian, but we managed to defeat them with the power of the Cobra snipes right there. So super nice to see that pseudo mirror match. We get to level up some more right here. If we manage to get the Cobra to level 3, which we do, it's going to be dealing a lot of damage. We can take a look at how much in this fight, I don't really remember, but it's going to be a lot, which is super nice to see. How much was that? I missed it, but whatever the case, we defeated them no problem, so we don't really have to worry about that. And for the last couple of turns, I don't think we need to level up the falcon to level 3, so we can instead focus on scaling a little bit. If we do get some falcons though, I wouldn't mind getting it up to level 3, because it's going to make the entire team level 3 and it's going to be very aesthetically pleasing. A very similar summon team to last time, this time with Orcas plus Mushroom. We get to summon chicken as well, which is super nice. We're going to scale the shop, not that we really need it. But yeah, we win there easily, and I believe as we get a desync error once again, we're going to be winning on this round. So this is going to be the final turn of the run. We're going to start up for a little bit until the end of the run. hoping to find the level 3, but unfortunately we don't find it. Whatever the case, this is still going to be a win. So I really hope you enjoyed the run, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.